So in this video, I am covering the second video out of the Power Query series, and we will learn how to import data to the Power Query. So there are different ways of getting the data to Power Query that you can data from the Excel table, workbook, folder, web, PDF, text, blank query, and many more software you can attach with this. I think I will show you these are the category you can attach with Excel, flat file, CSV, you can do through folders, you can do online, some softwares by API integration, cloud service, other format. So in this video, I'm covering the 7 ways where you can get that data into the Power Query. So let's learn one by one. So first one is Excel table and range. Suppose I have one data which is in Excel table and range. I will just go to that Power Query. Which suppose I have this Excel file, one Excel file, and I want to get this data in a Power Query. One way is that I should specify. Suppose this is my data. I will specify the name of this. I can change this as a sales and region, sales and region name, sales region. If I specify the name, generally if I select this data, this has a sales region. If I select this and go to data and from table or range, create a query linked to the selected Excel table or name range. So in this case, it knows that this data has a range. So it will get this data and put into the Power Query. It will not convert it into the table, which we will learn just after this if we want hold this table and without specifying a name range. The my data is just coming. So see the my data has just come and attached in this Power Query. I can do whatever steps I want here, like in the transformer I want header here, use first row as a header, and I will get my data in this format. I just close and load. My this data is loaded in the Excel. So this data is there. This is by specifying the name range. But suppose if I want this whole table, I just click within the table, go to the data, and then if I just click on from table and range, it will specify create a table because it can only get the data to Power Query by if you have a range and if you have only created a table. So I will say this my table has address. If I just click OK, it will convert my main data to the table format and only then it go to the Power Query. So if you don't want your main data to be in a table format, you can specify the name range for it and then convert into the Power Query. So see now my this whole data has been come into this Power Query. So if I just don't want any formatting here, if I just click and load, it will be attached to this Power Query. So this is the one way which we have done now. And suppose how we can get data from the workbook. So what is that workbook? Workbook means sheet 1 import. Right now this workbook has 2 sheets, and how to get all this data in the Power Query. So for this, suppose I have this workbook, I will open one blank Excel file here. This is a blank Excel file, and I will go to data, and there is an option called in get data from Excel workbook. If I just click on it, I have to specify the path where my data is. I will click on import. I will click on Excel workbook. So I will select the workbook and import. And now it is creating a link between that Excel workbook with that Power Query. It is just creating the link. I'm just waiting for it. See, it has created the link with Excel workbook and showing that this Excel workbook has 3 files. If I want only one file, I just select and go forward with the load or transfer. If I want all, I will select multiple. I will select all this file and click on transform data. And it is just creating a link between that. All are completed and I will get all this data in a Power Query. See, my all data August, July, June are there. So it's just easy now. I can even go by this and combine this query also. Means if I want to combine, which we will learn in later video how to combine the data. So this data, whenever that Excel workbook has a new file, it will update in that Power Query. If I just close and load, this old data will be updated in my Power Query. In this video, we are just learning how to link this your different source of file to the Power Query. And if you want to know ki how where is this link is there, if I want to change the link of this link, I will go to the edit and in data source setting, I want to change the source of link. I can select this and change the source. Suppose I have shifted this Excel file to some other location, I can use this change location. Or if I send this Power Query to another user into his system and he has saved the file in another folder, so he can use this by this way. So this is done. I will close this better. Now also we can get the data from the folder. So how to do this? Suppose I just delete all these queries there, or I take one new Excel file and delete this. So from folder, go to the data. There is an option called from file from the folder. If I click on it, I have to go where the my file is, import in the folder. So what will it will do? Whatever the file in this folder, I will get it in the Power Query. If I click open, I have already some sales data in this folder and this data will be, see, it is just getting that it has this sales July, August, September data. I just click on transform data and it will create a link of this, all the four files will be there in this Power Query. So see, all these files are now in the Power Query. If suppose I want only some other data, or suppose I want to filter for only July, August data, I will use the filter and it will not give me that file. Even I can have some other filter, like if there's a PDF file, I will untick the PDF file so that will not appear here. And so even in that case, if I want, I can merge all this folder by clicking on this, all the file will get combined, which we will learn how to combine the different files in Excel. So this is the way I getting that file from the folder. So this is done. Now all threes are important, from like I have covered the Excel sheet, Excel workbook and the folder. Now the web. So what that web means? So Power Query is so powerful that even whenever your data is at even a web page, you can directly extract this to your Excel. So how can we do that? Suppose I have this link here where I have the top 5 gross films worldwide and I want this table in my Excel. If I just copy paste it, it will not work properly, and if it updated daily then it will be tough for me to daily update on a regular basis. So how can we do that? You have to just copy this link and go to Excel data, and there's an option called from web. Just click on it, and it's just giving me the from web URL. I have to just press this URL and click OK. Now it is creating a link of URL with my Excel file. So seeing it showing that I am establishing a connection. So it has created a connection and it will showing me how much data is available there. It just getting all the work done at a background, so it's done, and it is showing me that there are number of table in that. If I just click on table 1, it is showing table 1, these are the top 25 which I want. Table 2 is some other data, but right now I have to just search for in which table my data is. So I have just find I'm lucky in the table 1 my data is. I just click on transform data, and it will get this data into the Power Query. It's just linking the connection with this. So my data has just come to the Power Query. I can format this. If suppose I just want to sort it by the year, I can use it by the year so that know that which year is that, and then I will close and load it to my Excel. Most important part of this that now this is linked with that web address. Whenever there's a changes in web address, I have to just go to the data and just refresh it, and this data will get updated whenever the data will get updated. So now done. Now most important is sometimes we get the data in the PDF and I just want to convert in Excel, and we just searching for the online free tools. But why, when we have the same feature in Excel, we can even convert your PDF file data to Excel. How can we learn? Just I have this, suppose I have this one PDF data where I have some character name in ODA, but I am unable to do any calculation or formula because this is in the PDF. I want this in Excel. So how can I do that? So just go to data, go to this Power Query, and there is one option called from PDF. If I just click on it from PDF, I have to just select this PDF, click on import, and it is making a link with this PDF and showing that this PDF have one table and these are the character leave. I can directly load it to the Excel. I just click on it. It will directly load. I don't have to even have to go to the Power Query editor because I don't want to edit anything here. And it's just give me the list in Excel. I can use my calculations to do the formulas or something which I want to use. I can do use anything which I want to do. Done. Even suppose sometime we have a file in CSV and text. Suppose this is my file. These are generally when dumped from software, but it's not in the format of Excel. How can Power Query is so powerful? It can also fetch this data from the text also. So just go to data. There is an option called from text or CSV. Just click on it. I have this text file, sales data. If I just click on import, it will create a link of this file showing that this data is in this format. So it's like good, it has automatically convert this into the format. So it has delimited by the format of tab. Suppose I have something else in that CSV file, you can use that. If I just click on load, I don't want any transformation. I get that file in the Excel. See, I don't have to do much of the formatting. I get this file in the Excel very easily. Now one more thing is, suppose I don't want any data. I just want blank query and want to create then data there. I want to input my data. Then how can you do it? Just go to the data tab. If I show you, I just tell you that from table range, from web, from text we have learned, from file, Excel workbook, CSV, if your XML, JSON, PDF, from folder we have learned. This is more advanced when you have some software you want to link that directly with this from Azure, from other source which include ODC. These are the software. There is a one option called blank query. So if I just click on it, I have just query without any database. So in that case, there is no such data. So if I want data here, I can directly from this source, I can get this data into this instead of opening a new Excel and then getting to the data tab. I can just open this and start my query. Or even a blank query, I can start my adding my new formulas instead of having a database. So these all are the important ways of importing your data into Excel. I think I have covered here in here. So I have to just close this Power Query, otherwise I cannot open to the Excel file. You must notice that once a Power Query is option, you cannot use the Excel file. So that Power Query should be closed, only then you can use it. I think these are the most important import criteria other than the downloading from the software, which I will be covering in the later part of video. So hope you like this video. Thanks and subscribe to my channel.